It's time to step inside the Octagon with your host, Ike Feldman.
What's up, everybody? Your boy, your brother in arms, Ike Feldman, is here with a worldwide brother in arms, Mr. Paddy Pimblett. Follow him on Instagram at the UFC Baddy, x.com. Still getting used to that, at Paddy the Baddy. He looks phenomenal. We're not catching him on fight week a couple of days before, so I'm sure he's not having that tremendous weight cut. I am very excited about this. Paddy, first and foremost, how you doing, brother?
I'm great. Very, very good at the minute. Thank you for asking. Hope you're well.
No problem, brother. I just went to the gym earlier, and on my way to the gym, I put on A-Track, Heads Will Roll, the remix. You got me in the mood, man. I was coming off a huge weekend celebrating my son's birthday, a lot of pie, a lot of ice cream, but I burned the calories, and your music got me in the mode. Is that what we're going with? Heads Will Roll again?
Come on, lad. Do you think it's going to change?
And my apologies. Do you go by the original version or the A-Track remix version?
The A-Track remix.
Let's
Not even
go.
that either. I have Lethal Industry playing first as well. So
Okay.
the remix.
I'll have to throw that in the Spotify. Is there any artists or DJs you want to throw out there that I can put in my Spotify or fans of yours can put on their Spotify?
Yeah, people have someone who's got a little bit big lately in the UK who's great, lad. Ewan McVicker. He's Scottish. He's a very good DJ. Very good DJ. Plays some bangers. And then you've got your Michael Beebe, who's just recovered from cancer, lad, who I think most people will know anyway.
Oh, wow. Shout outs to Michael for recovering. Again, we're being joined by Paddy, the Baddy Pimblett. I saw maybe it was last year or 2 years ago when McGregor was in the Cowboys Stadium and he's throwing around the American football in a suit. I saw him and Sean O'Malley were in attendance together. They were sitting in the same suite. It seems that Sean O'Malley and McGregor have a respect for each other. With you, is there any prominent UFC fighter, past or present, that's kind of like put their arm over your shoulder like a big brother and given you any advice?
Yeah, when I had GSP on my podcast, he was very, very cool. You know what I mean? He gave me a nice little piece of advice. And a fighter I've always looked up to, and I've always like my hero when it comes to mixed martial arts is Big Nog. You know what I mean? Nagera.
Oh, wow. Wow. And two guys that are grappling heavy as well. Though GSP, GSP, obviously fantastic Gracie black belt, trained with the Canadian wrestling team, and then you throw in the karate, Shotokan striking. Was a well mix. What would you label your striking background as? Are you boxing? Are you the bare knuckle boxer or the gypsy boxers?
No,
Like,
I'm just an MMA striker. You know what I mean? I'd done a little bit of boxing when I was a young kid, but then I only done a couple of months, a couple of weeks. And then I've walked into the next generation when I was 15 years of age, lad, and done boxing and Muay Thai in there. And then obviously I've got my own boxing coach as well now, Chris Williams, outside of our own gym, and Ella Sampson is my striking coach. You know what I mean?
you're becoming a more and more well-rounded warrior, gladiator. Obviously, I believe you're a co-main event against Jared Gordon. Is that correct?
Yeah, I wasn't. It wasn't meant to be like, but then obviously some of the fights fell through, so I ended up getting pushed up the card.
Got you. Dude, that's an incredible spot. You look at people for the number of UFC fights compared to you, like they're not that high on the card. Obviously, we know how the UFC feels about you. We see how the UFC is pushing young stars like Sean O'Malley, like yourself, like Darren Till a couple of years ago. Do you feel the love? Is it like they're just waiting for you to get the job done, but to get that UFC gold and just all these like Wizard of Oz kingdoms and castles will unlock? Is it just a waiting game?
You know what I mean? It's not in the US saying I had and beat every person that they put in front of me.
You've been on a roll. I'm sorry, we're getting connection. I think the Vegas sun is interrupting.
Yeah, there's no. I thought there'd be Wi-Fi over here by the cafeteria and the PI, but there isn't. So I'm just using my 5G outside.
Fun fact for all you nerds, having an extensive radio background, these things called sunspots will ruin your cellular data. So that may be what we're experiencing right now. Sticking with a fellow UK killer, one Tom Aspinall. I was lucky enough to be in the building when he knocked out Sergey Pavlovich, UFC 295. Man, Tom's getting well-deserved attention. Took the fight on just a couple of days' notice, stepped in there, got the job done. When you look at Tom, how do you feel that he would do against Jon Jones?
Well, obviously he's the best out there. Him and Jones is the fight we all want to see now, isn't it? Him versus Jon Jones, the greatest of all time. And Tom's a friend of mine. He's great, and it'd be great to see him get in there and fight against Jon.
You ready for the clickbait question?
What?
Is Jon Jones ducking Tom Aspinall?
Don't think Jon Jones could duck anyone, lad. He's fought a who's who of UFC legends, lad. He's at light heavyweight, and then obviously he's only had one fight at heavyweight. But you know, I've seen people saying like Aspinall's that fast, he's scared to fight him, but he's fought people like Lyoto Machida and that lad who are very, very fast.
Fair. That's very fair. Tom is a different animal in his own right as well. You're a different animal in your own right. Again, we're being joined by Paddy Pimblett. Just a few more minutes with him at the UFC Baddy on Instagram, at Paddy the Baddy on X.com. Undefeated lightweight, polarizing personality, supremely savvy businessman. Again, this is Ike Feldman with
Paddy the Baddy on YouTube as well, lad. Don't forget that one.
The YouTube is amazing. He is not just a content creator in the cage, making content for all us, but he's also doing his own content on YouTube. Go check out the now infamous interview with Dana White. Paddy's amazing on the mic. He's obviously amazing on the mats. I hope I explained this right, that your aura is like it's like a Saudi king type of money. I feel like people gravitate to you. I don't feel like you chase the money. I feel like the money chases you simply because of just these the way you were born, like your aura. Have you felt that it's just people attract to your style? Everything you say, people are hanging on the edge of their seat. I'm barely sitting down. I'm ready to stand up and start clapping for you, man. Like, have you felt that it's the money chases you and you don't chase the money?
I know what you mean. Since I was younger, people gravitated towards me when I say things and do things, but I don't need more money, lad. Tell the sponsors to get involved. I'm skint, lad. Times are hard.
Amazing. And I believe everything will come. Like I said, the kingdom, the castle, it's all around. I believe truly that people are rich, not materialistic things or what you see in the bank account doesn't necessarily mean you're rich. Being a rich person, like yourself, I feel like that aura is worth something, and the UFC sees it. I really appreciate your time. My final thing. Did anybody deter your confidence in your childhood, or was it always prompted up and guided from parents or friends, or was this like I had to prove people wrong?
Bit of both. Know what I mean? I do. I love proving people wrong. It's one of the best things in the world, proving people wrong. But I'm just confident. Know what I mean? I'm not really that confident in any other walk of life, but I know how good I am as a fighter, and I know I can smash most people's heads in. So that's where the confidence comes from.
Did it piss you off with the vitriol online following the Jaron Gordon fight?
And yeah, of course it's gonna annoy you. Know what I mean? Because if it wasn't as big as I actually was and like have the following I have, then people wouldn't have been like that about it. Because there was worse robberies on that card. Know what I mean? There was bad decisions on that card all around and all that year. But people seem to talk about mine when it was a close fight. It wasn't a robbery.
You got the win. You've obviously moved on. Is there something that you want to go back and face Jared, or is it just old history, put it to bed?
I don't give a fuck, lad. I don't give a flying fuck. If he wants to fight again, he can ask for it. And you never know, if the UFC want to do it, we'll do it. But as I always say, I fight whoever gets sent to me on a contract.
Paddy, I appreciate the time. At UFC, the UFC Baddy on Instagram, Paddy the Baddy on X.com. Again, this is Ike Feldman, Paddy Pimblett's YouTube page. I appreciate your time, man.
Go on, fella. See you later.